Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and long for Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
58 right there. Run that. 58, boy. 58. Come on. Watch the screen.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Returning, it's Benjamin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, 79, 79, 300.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 53, Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
53, Mike. Hey, Charlie. Watch his threat.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chargers 27.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Rosen now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Rosen will throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Rosen to throw on third down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Now Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wahoo! Check 53, Mike. You must be drinking. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Red Delta!
53.
Hey, Haywood!
Come on.
Here's Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
12.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Bravo!
Rivers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taco Charlton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.